Hi everyone, it's Dr. Brad Meyer from Stephen F. Austin State University, where I'm the Associate Professor of Percussion. My next tip is about what I would consider, and almost definitely is, the most challenging part of the two-mallet TMEA solo, which is letter E. Now, letter E is challenging for a couple of reasons, but let's first talk about getting into it to set ourselves up for success. So one of my big helpful tips is as we get into letter E at measure 53, that we use a right, left, left, right, right, left, right sticking. What this allows is, as I go down the instrument, for me to shift my right hand up so that I'm ready, and then for me to use another double to bring my left hand up so that it's on that D sharp that I'm going to be playing for the next first bar of E. So that's my first tip, is to use that right, left, left, right, right, left sticking on the bar before E. Next, let's talk about E. E is a challenge. There's a lot of different words we could probably use for it, but it's something that we're going to just need to spend a good bit of time in the practice room doing. And so instead of just banging our heads against the wall, playing those 3 bars over and over and over, which we're going to need to do at some point, but we're also going to need to have other ways to attack it. So the first way that I would recommend is just to do the left-hand part. So doing what Gordon Stout calls idiokinetics, which is just a fancy word for muscle memory. So getting that right hand, and you can even just leave your right hand on the E, and just going between D sharp E, C sharp E, and then B E. That's really going to help you understand and feel that big jump, almost an octave's worth at times, between that low E that is very exposed and is going to be very telling on how well you play this moment. So practice just doing that, and you can look first of all. Then secondly, try to only look at the top note, because we're not going to have time to have our eyes and head move back and forth. Instead, we're going to need to use those idiokinetics, those muscle memory, to really understand where that E is, and then making sure that we're going between it so that we are really understanding that reach and that we're getting consistent with it. And then finally, it's going to be just repeating it over and over and over. So instead of just playing the phrase over and over and over, you might actually just make an exercise that is the first set of chords, which is, and just playing that as kind of a digga-digga burr pattern. So, and then move on to the next chord. So on and so on for all 3 of those chords. Again, by not just practicing those 3 bars over and over and over, which is going to be really monotonous, it's really going to kind of be feeling like you're hitting your head in the wall. Instead, give yourself different ways to attack the challenge that will help your brain stay engaged, and also constantly think about some other things as well, like your stance, how your feet are moving. Are you hitting the same place? Think about where your eyes are looking. For me, I tend to try to look at that E as I get up to it the first time with my eye, and then after that, I try to use muscle memory because it's going by so quick at that 8th note at 156 tempo. So this is going to be a really challenging section. Make sure that you're attacking it in different ways, different angles, thinking about where you're standing, how you're standing, thinking about that muscle memory, and really just repeating it with high quality muscle memory reps so that when it comes time to be under pressure for your audition or performance, that you're ready and you nail it. So best of luck on your audition.